Hello everyone and welcome back to Make Your Mind. I do apologize ahead of time that this video is going to be posting a little later than usual, but with a little bit of a schedule change and also the fact that this one sculpture has taken me nearly 7 hours. This has taken me a very long time to make, but I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the one creature from Subnautica that I have yet to have done. And if you guys have any more suggestions of creatures from Subnautica, make sure to check the catalog of videos I have on my channel. I more than likely have done it already, so take a look at that. But if there's any that I've missed, leave a comment down below. And with that, let's get to it. So if you're ever swimming around the spires, or if you're ever swimming around the purple vents, and you hear this sound, you wonder what in the world is that? And that would be the sound coming from this. The Cryptosuchus. The undead crocodile, essentially. Look at this thing, man. This is the reason why it took me so long. I handmade all of these individual spikes. And yeah, some of them got a little bent, some of them aren't perfect from me having to hold the sculpture and everything around, but look at this. I got the tail going all the way down. I got all of the spines going individually from both sides all the way down. But the main part that I'm most proud of, look at that head. Look at that. That is crazy. Look at those teeth. So when you see this creature swimming around, first thing you think is, well, just run. But the one thing about the Cryptosuchus is that the Cryptosuchus's roar, which you just heard a second ago, is much more intimidating than its bite. Because it only does 30 damage to your player character, and it's a creature that if you hit it with a survival knife, it'll actually run away, despite the way it looks. As you can see, it has a heavily armored carapace with these massive spines. And the entire back of the creature is, like I said, is just covered in these spines. And this creature is more defensive than it is offensive, but if you swim too close, it will become territorial, and it will use these teeth and its claws to its advantage. Whoop. Sorry, this thing's trying to come off its base. There we go. Now I can hold it with one hand. Put that down there. There we go. So as you can see, the main creature things about the Cryptosuchus, as you can see, it has all of those teeth, and it actually has two different sets of teeth. It has teeth on the inside of its mouth, and then the main fangs on the outside of its mouth. And when it closes its mouth, its top and bottom teeth actually don't close all the way. So when it's swimming around, God, that thing looks crazy, doesn't it? And of course, with the heavily armored carapace, it's got armor all the way down its spines right here. It's got armor down the sides, and it also has armor on each of its limbs. But inside its limbs, it has these webbed claws that have this bright blue webbing that it swims around in that glow in the dark. They're bioluminescent. And when it swims around, you hear that sound. And the creature is not... I mean, it's very intimidating when you first see it. But like I said, you can actually take care of this thing with a survival knife. But here, let's take a quick look at the wiki. And the wiki will actually explain this creature perfectly. Yes, the Cryptosuchus is an aggressive aquatic fauna species. The Cryptosuchus typically patrols a specific area of path, mostly content to swimming in circles and roar if not disturbed. They are aggressive, but the player must pass fairly close to them to trigger a response. They are also surprisingly cowardly creatures, and if the player does not back down, even a single hit from the survival knife will cause the Cryptosuchus to yield its attack and flee, and swim a significant distance away, which in order to be aggravated again, it would swim close to it. So if you swim too close, yeah, the Cryptosuchus will come after you. But if you hit it with a survival knife, it'll cower. It'll actually run away. It'll swim away. And it will, yeah, this creature, it may, like I said, its bark is worse than its bite. Most definitely. But here, let's get a cool shot of it from the front. There we go. That looks so awesome. But here's the entry from the PDA. The Cryptosuchus is a large shark-like beast, easily identifiable by the carapace of thin, bony plates. The structure. These plates are defensive, bony structures that aid in heat absorption among thermovents. It propels itself with wide-webbed flippers, as you can see down here, and it displaces massive amounts of water. Yes, the Cryptosuchus is extremely fast, whether it's coming towards you or running away from you. It's actually an extremely fast creature, and it also has this long tail with this fin on the back that it uses not for propulsion, but more for maneuverability, for turning. Its behavior. The Cryptosuchus is a bit of a contradictory creature. Despite its fearsome appearance, it's more roar than bite. Like I said, barks worse than its bite. While territorial, the Cryptosuchus tends to retreat from confrontation, afraid of being attacked even once. That is likely a form of agnostic posturing. Aggressive fauna tend to avoid confrontation if the probability of injury is too high. So essentially, it runs away to save its own skin, despite the fact that it's fully armored. You'd think a creature like this wouldn't actually be scared of anything, but in fact, it's actually one of the most cowardly creatures in the game. I mean, not like the Cheliceraid or certainly the Shadow Leviathan. The Shadow Leviathan has no fear whatsoever in the game. But there you have it. The one species from Subnautica that I have yet to make. Oh, the arm's trying to come off. Stay on there for a little longer there, bud. There we go. God, look at that, though. That armored carapace, that took me so long to make. Having to essentially roll these little pieces of black clay individually, rolling them in my hands, flattening them out, and then curling them around the hands and getting it to look like this. But man, look at that. Look at that maw. That giant thing of teeth and that cool looking eye. It almost has like an octopus looking eye with a horizontal iris. It's such a cool looking creature. That thing is it's just so awesome. But here you have it, folks. The Cryptosuchus from Subnautica Below Zero. The carapace, the teeth, the webbing and all. Look at that thing. That looks so awesome. And this was not necessarily a viewer request. This was more of just I guess maybe a tidying up, I should say. Because I've already done many of the creatures from Subnautica, including many of the creatures that have been modded in. Such as, if you look up here, I did the Bloop and the Blaza. And for those of you who don't know, I've done many of the Gargantuan Leviathans, with the final coming out not too long ago, which you can also see. It'll pop up over here on the top right. Man, that's so cool. Yeah, you see that? There it is. But look at that. I'm particularly proud of this one because this one took me a very long time just to get all the spikes right and just to make sure that the creature looks. Oh man, I'll just revel in that for a second. That thing looks so amazing. And I hear you guys talking that you guys want me to do some time-lapse. And like I've said before, I'm still trying to figure out how to film that in time-lapse of me actually making these things. So just give me some time. I need to figure out how exactly I can record it and actually be able to turn it into a video for you guys. But I'm learning as I go. And the next Saturday Sculpture Showcase, I'm going to leave a surprise. But I will say that it is a viewer request. And you guys will most certainly not be disappointed, but I do apologize once again that this video did take me a little longer than usual to get uploaded. This sculpture took me much longer than I anticipated, but now it's done, and I hope you guys thoroughly enjoy it. And with that, that is the Cryptosuchus. So if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to leave a like down below, and remember to subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, so you don't miss the next video. The next video will be coming out on time, Saturday evening, 6 p.m. And with that, I will see you all then. I'm not sure if it's going to be a premiere yet. If it's a premiere, I just have to check my work schedule. If it's a premiere, you guys will get a notice ahead of time on my channel with a notification to set a reminder. If it's not a premiere, you will see the video posted at 6 p.m. Saturday Eastern Standard Time. So with that, thank you all so much for watching this video and also supporting this channel. I recently just broke 800 subs. And I have to say that there's a lot of people that are saying my channel is underrated, so if you guys are willing to share this video, maybe eventually I'll become overrated, who knows. But this is certainly a lot of fun. Love doing this kind of stuff, man. This is just too cool. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you next Saturday for the next Saturday Sculpture Showcase.